Year, everyone. It's Amanda here with your 2018 RuneScope. Thank you so much for joining me. I just wanted to take a moment here at the beginning of the new year to thank all of my subscribers for supporting my channel, and also a special shout out to my regulars, my clients who come back to me again and again for readings. And some of you have been with me going on 5 years now, almost since the beginning. Some of you have been with me since the beginning. So thank you for choosing my channel and choosing me to read for you. I very much appreciate it. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I do encourage you to watch the previous month's videos and see if those resonate with you, if I'm connecting with your energy. If I am, please do click the subscribe button, because then you will get the videos delivered to your subscription feed when you log into your YouTube account. My new videos will just will be there and pop up in your subscriptions. You can also hit the little bell and set up notifications if you want to be notified whenever I upload new content. This reading is a little bit different because I cover the beginning of the year with the runes or the tarot, and then the second part of the year with the runes of the tarot. They let me know which one wants to go first, but the deck I'm using for these this year is the Paulina Tarot, and this is a beautiful deck by Paulina Cassidy. She's actually one of my favorite artists. It's very fairy tale-esque, so I hope you will enjoy it as much as I do. For those of you who would like your January 2018 RuneScope, I have posted those over on my Vimeo channel. They are available, and they include the spiritual guidance for January. So if you want to get that as well, just click the link below. Your 2018 Career and Finance RuneScope is also over there and available for those of you who would like a more focused look at money, career, finances, studies, all of that good stuff. So yeah, you will find all of those details below. Just click or tap show more or the little arrow beneath the video to check that out. But without further ado, let's see what 2018 holds for you. Hey Virgo, the tarot wanted to go first with you, so we are going to use the tarot cards to take a look at January through June 2018, and then we will look at the second part of the year with the runes. So there's January through June. Let's see what we've got for July through December for Virgo 2018. What is cooking for my Virgos? Now, as always, Virgo, keep in mind, these are general readings, so not all of these messages will apply specifically to you. They're going to be for, some of them will be for the other Virgos that are watching. That's why I always encourage you to watch the video for your rising sign as well. That can give you additional messages, information, or let you know what other areas of life will be lit up for you during 2018. Of course, the best way to find out what's going to go down for you is to schedule a private consultation with me. That way I can connect with your personal energy, and everything that comes up will be related to your specific circumstances. I'm offering my 1 hour 2018 readings through February only, and they are $130. If you would like, you can also do a 30-minute session. All of my readings cover at least 9 to 12 months, so we will still be able to get a good look at what's coming up for you with the 30-minute. But in the hour, I do 2 separate readings. First 6 months, and then the second 6 months. And then of course, there's time for questions as well. If you would like to set either of those up, let me know. Just drop me a line at my email address and we can do that. It is my busiest time of year, so if it takes me a few days to get back to you, please keep in mind that I'm answering the emails in the order they're received. We'll get you booked as quickly as possible. Okay, January through June. Challenger focus. We've got the Queen of Swords in the reverse. So, generally this is an air sign energy. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, or this could just be somebody coming up to that was dishonest or said something hurtful to you. So this could be somebody that you either have to deal with in one incident. It can be an irate customer, I'm feeling like an exchange of, like this is somebody like saying, I'm gonna sue you for that, or I'm gonna sue this store, or I'm gonna sue this company, or this could be an employee that you let go. And they're in the wrong though, because they're coming up, like whatever they did, they, you know, lied about it. Maybe they stole something or were stealing from the company or tried to steal something in a store. Interesting. I don't have the Seven of Swords here, but that's what I'm kind of seeing in my mind is like this person is trying to take something from you or the company you work for. Or take away the attention of other people from you. That kind of energy. It could also just be someone outright lying, being dishonest with you. Or, yeah, again, saying something really hurtful and just mean to you. It could also be somebody accusing you of doing that and taking on these traits here, Virgo. But for the most part, this is usually someone else. It is coming up as a queen, so for many of you, it's going to be a female, but it doesn't have to be. But yeah, this could be somebody bringing a lawsuit against you or trying to, or threatening that at the very least, because we've got Judgment and Justice in reverse in both instances. So let's move on to the help that's going to be available. We've got Judgment in reverse. So this is just saying that someone is going to be, if someone threatens that they're going to take you to court or sue you or whatever, or if it's an ex, like we're going back to court for custody or we're going back to court for, you know, possession of something, like they're not ever going to do it. It's like a threat. It's an empty threat. And, you know, the help to you is that they either don't have the money to do this or they don't have the focus or attention, or they'll finally maybe move on and forget about it, or, you know, something of that nature. The other help to you, if this is not a legal thing, because it won't be for all of you, this could be somebody who broke a contract with you or that, you know, didn't deliver something that they signed a contract to do. So again, an employee who said they would show up for work and work for you, or they would do certain duties and then they did not do it. And then that your help is to break that contract, right? It could also be somebody that is trying, like they hurt you before and they're trying to get back in your life, or they're trying to like engage you again, and you don't open that door. You are not allowing them back in. And so they're going to other family members or friends and whining about it, or coworkers and whining about it, or whatever, that like, you know, Virgo won't let me back in, you know, won't be friends with me again, even though I apologize, because you know they're lying, you know they're dishonest and disingenuous, and so you're not letting this person back in. It's also going to help you to realize that this person's judgment is off. So whatever they said to you that was hurtful, or their opinion, not only does it not matter, but it's not the consensus. It's certainly not the majority's opinion of you, Virgo. And I think you're going to get reinforcement of that from other people. Just like, no, this person is just off the chain, you know, off the chain weird, right? You know, just very, this person's sense of reality, their opinions on things are very just odd, is what odd, eccentric, not grounded in reality. You could be dealing with somebody with some sort of mental instability or mental illness that is not, they're not taking their prescriptions, they're not being treated, they're not trying to overcome it, and they may even be taking something else that is exacerbating it, or maybe they drink a lot and that's exacerbating it. So your help the first part of this year is that if there's if somebody's judged you harshly or said something harsh to you, or you know, misjudged you, you're gonna realize that, and that's gonna be a help to you, that this person just goes around, you know, insulting everyone or being mean to everyone. That's just who they are. It's just kind of how they are. And you're not going to let them back in if it's somebody who was trying to worm their way back in because you knew they had an ulterior motive. Broken contracts will stay broken. And that's going to be your best course of action, Virgo. In the present energy, so this would be end of December going into early to mid-January, we've got the Six of Cups. So it seems like you had a very good holiday, Virgo. And if I recall, you had a very good reading for the holidays for December. Really a lot of fun reconnections, a lot of time spent with your kids. Because the Six of Cups is a card of nostalgia. It's just, this was just like Christmases when I was a kid, or you may be recreating maybe recreated that sort of joyous occasion for your children, or you're looking back on that past or childhood Christmases with rose-colored glasses, or you're still kind of coming off the high of having a nice holiday season. It seems like you just really enjoyed yourself, and that energy is carrying over. You know, maybe this is somebody who wasn't invited. This obstacle, this problem here was somebody who wasn't invited because of their past behavior. And it's the fact that, you know, things were so good for everyone else because they weren't there, that they're snotty about, or feeling like they gotta, oh, Virgo is happy, I've got to do something to, you know, I got to try to come back in and mess that up. That really is the energy. This person is a very narcissistic, destructive energy, Virgo. So keep that door closed if you've been fortunate enough to finally push this person out of your life. But yeah, you're still in the glow of this, just, you know, connecting and bonding with your kids or the younger people in the family or your parents, and everybody coming together and having just a really nice, like old school, maybe even old fashioned holiday. It was quite lovely, I feel, for many of you. And that energy carries over into the new year. Now, what must be accepted is we do have justice in the reverse. So this is like feeling like you are being unfairly treated, unfairly talked about, or that a court case is ridiculous and it's unfair that you even have to deal with it. You know, so those of you, again though, I really don't feel like it's going to come to pass. Some of you may be dealing with a Libra. This person may be a Libra with the Justice card, because the Justice card is Libra's card. But yeah, in the reverse, I really just feel like this is unfair treatment for most of you. Are you feeling like you're getting harsh criticism from somebody? Now, there may be a decision for some of you. It may not be related to this person. It may be the few that actually go through with it. Like I said, I think it's mostly a threat. I don't think this is ever going to go to full-blown court. There could be some sort of mediation, or yeah, what I'm feeling is like it may go as far as like a mediation, and you being like, look, this is, or your lawyer being like, there's no basis for this. And this person saying, well, we're going to court then if you don't give me a settlement, if you don't give me an offer. Some of you could have already went through this last year and you are appealing a case, and the outcome is the Six of Pentacles. So that indicates you're going to get an offer that is generous. You're going to be able to negotiate something. Some of you, if this was an employee or you know, your lawyer may advise you to negotiate a settlement with someone, even though you may feel like you shouldn't have to. It's unfair that you have to pay them anything. You'll be able to negotiate something that you can live with. But I think for many of you, this is you winning. Even if the first decision or initial fear is, or initial decision is that, oh man, if we go to court, this is not going to end well. Just trust, if you do go all the way to court, it looks like you're happy with the outcome. And that, because the Six of Pentacles is all about generosity and, you know, this person's character being revealed, and you feeling like you are, yeah, like getting the fair treatment that you deserve. You got 2 sixes here right in a row, 6 of Cups and the 6 of Pentacles. So yeah, this first 6 months, that's the only real caveat I see. And I think for most of you, it's just treatment, like someone not treating you fairly. Now, if it's you threatening to take this person to court, if you do, I think you're gonna be happy with the eventual result. You may have to go further than you were thinking or appeal it though, because there may be an initial decision that you're like, well, that's not fair. It's not fair that this was decided this way. We're gonna go back. I'm appealing this decision because maybe this person lies about something and the judge believes it, or something of that nature. Because when we've got Judgment and Justice in reverse, there could be a decision in court, if it makes it that far, or made by someone, a deciding person, that you feel is not fair. And it isn't fair because you're not the one who lied. It was this Libra or air sign person. So, but the end result of January through June is negotiating something that you can not only live with, but is very generous here, Virgo. But let's move on to July through December and see what's coming up here. July through December for Virgos 2018. Well, your challenge or focus is to either, you know, keep this family momentum going, keeping it together, or keeping, like, carrying this glow from the holidays over to extend, you know, the rest of the year or the rest of the time. Or it could also be, you know, having like a group of people. And somebody else had a similar message of like finding your tribe, finding some new people to hang out with, finding some new friends. And I do feel like, you know, you're going to be guided by your spirit guides here this second part of the year, kind of leading you to a group. So, and you may be joining some sort of group that shares your interests. This could be a hobby or a club, or you know, it could be a class that you take, and you know, meeting people who share, and you know, your interest in this, whatever this is. So, you know, your challenge to do that though may just be to find the time. Or if you're a little bit shy or more of like an introverted person, you may, you know, it may take you a while to kind of push yourself out there or really put yourself out there to do this, but it is going to pay off, Virgo. I'm seeing you meeting several interesting people that, you know, that you really genuinely like, and you forming like a group. It's like they're just waiting for you out there. It's just a matter of you going out there and finding them, taking your spirit guides, little hints they're going to be dropping. Like if you see, you're just looking at something on Facebook and you see an ad for a class or an ad for something going on in your community, or it pops up in your feed, or someone sends you a link, or someone invites you to go with them to a class. These are your spirit guides saying, hey, hello. There are people you need to meet here, so maybe you should get off the couch or do something besides go to work, Virgo. Now, in the present energy, so this could be the end of June into early July, early to mid-July. There is someone new in your life, and for many of you, this is a male. So if you date men, if you're male or female, this could be a friend that you just have a ton of fun with, or it could also be a romantic partner. But we've got Uruz here. So Uruz is a very masculine energy. It could also be a masculine female, but definitely just you either meeting this person, again, doing something you love, doing something you're really enjoying, a hobby, taking a class, something you love learning more about, or just you're out having fun. You're at a concert, you're at a festival, you know, it'll be summertime, so you're at an event, or, you know, or you're out running, or you're, you know, you're doing a marathon, or, you know, you're running for charity, or you're mountain climbing, whatever it is that you love doing here, Virgo, that's when you meet this person, because they love doing this too. So, and for many of you, it could be a significant new partner. This person is vital and healthy, and I feel just, yeah, there's a lot of strength associated with this person. So, And what I'm getting, the message I'm getting here, Virgo, is if you are vigorous in your pursuit of joy, you will get it. So, like, if you're putting in the effort, like, and it can kind of be like, I'm gonna have fun today if it kills me. You know, that kind of, I know I'm tired, yes I worked, but I'm gonna go to this class, or I'm gonna go learn how to do this because I'm really interested in this and passionate about it. So I'm gonna go, even though I'm tired and would rather go home. Once you get there, I mean, you're just going to be enthralled. I mean, I'm just seeing you really kind of taking up and just having like renewed enthusiasm, Virgo, for life because of these people you're meeting. And maybe one person in particular. So you single Virgos out there, it's not through the dating sites and things like that you're going to be, you know, or you know, if you're on those, fine, the apps or whatever, or you know, trying to meet people that way, you can go ahead and do that. There's, you know, nothing wrong with that. But I just feel like those of you that are meeting someone significant, especially the second part of the year in 2018, this summer, in the Northern Hemisphere, July-ish, it's because you're doing something you love. It's because you're focusing on you and your hobbies and your talents and looking to develop those just because you enjoy it. It's not for work either. It's not, because I'm not seeing that it's focused on work. It's more on just something that is pure fun to you. And that's how you meet this person. The help that's going to be available to you is this new beginning, this new wonderful friendship, romance, people that you're going to be very, very close to. And just being more positive in general, kind of sweeping away those negative thoughts when they try to creep in, or trying to, you know, if you've struggled with depression, or if you've struggled with just being down on yourself, and then we're maybe therefore attracting those sorts of people to you. This is a breaking free of that. This is holding that at bay, or learning how you can be more positive. And that's a process. But yeah, this can be a new relationship, a wonderful new beginning for you when it comes to getting close to someone, or maybe more than one person, because again, I see like this group activity and you making friends, and then one person in particular that could become quite important to you, and quite, could become quite serious quite quickly, because he does have this energy, he or she, but again, he's coming up mostly as a masculine rune here. There's this energy of wanting to move quickly. Taurus got a similar message in their reading, Virgo. Somebody may be trying to move the relationship faster than you want it to go, or you may be trying to do that to this person, but really I feel like it's coming at you. And, you know, maybe many of you I know just got out of something, or you know, are getting out of up here or away from a negative experience with, you know, a partnership. So you may be a little bit gun shy, and there's nothing wrong with that. But, you know, that may be the challenge here, is that this person may take that as a rejection, even though you don't mean it that way. If you are like, well, you know, this is moving a little too fast for me. I just got a divorce last year, or I just got out of something heavy, and I don't know if I'm ready to jump right into this. So, you know, that's going to be the only obstacle I see, because what must be accepted, yeah, we do have different paces. Someone having to be patient with someone. And I feel like it's this person having to be patient with you, because you just need a little more time for this to develop and unfold. Now, you are going to find that people will be giving you like biased advice. There may be some people that are kind of jealous or envious that you found this person. And you know, are engaged or are talking about that already. Like, you could be getting advice from, and I feel like, again, this is coming from not these new people you're meeting, although for some of you it could be. Because biased advice is not always, you know, the person is not even aware sometimes that they're giving it. But I mean, we give advice from our own experience, unless it's coming through spirit guides. But even then, when I get these messages, it is filtered through my own experience, because I can only be in my own head, right? So, I mean, people don't even always realize that they are giving you biased advice. They don't know where it's coming from. Sometimes it's coming from a subconscious thing. Maybe they're not even aware they're envious or jealous. It's just coming from, wow, you should really, you know, if he wants to move that fast, then there must be something wrong. I mean, I'm just hearing things like that. And it's really coming from, you know, man, I wish I could meet somebody like that, you know? So Virgo, I think you're going to be kind of winging it for a little bit on this situation. It's going to be kind of like a first world problem. It's like, oh, you met this awesome guy and he wants to get engaged and married and all that stuff right away. Wow, I'm really sorry for you. Or, you know, or you met this awesome woman and, you know, she's like all over you and always wants to see you. And oh, I'm so sorry. I'm really, you know, feeling it for you. But this is your karmic reward for that yucky relationship that I know many of you were struggling with for quite some time, because I remember the readings in the monthlies and my Virgos. For many of you, it was, for some of you, it was a job, but for a lot of you, it was you just going nowhere relationship. And now you're rewarded with this person who comes in and is really like, hey, let's go, let's do this. Now, for some of you, this doesn't have to be a new person. I mean, it could be somebody that you've been dating and they're maybe finally stepping up, finally making, you know, wanting to make it legal. But it seems like you would have been, it doesn't seem like you would have been dating very long, because it seems fast to you. You know, it seems very, very quick to you, and it's kind of like, oh my gosh. And one of you may still need to get a divorce, because, I mean, there's legal, maybe something's not finalized for you or this other person, but I really am not, this person seems like they don't have any ties, Virgo, so it could be you. For most of you, like you're waiting, you know, it's in process, because for many of you, I feel like this is that soon to be ex, this nasty, lying, sneaky energy over there. But yeah, for many of you, this person is the karmic reward for the, you know, doing what you had to do, getting your stuff done, getting yourself out of that negative situation. Releasing it and letting it go. Now you end the year with Esau, Thurisaz, and Awaz. So this is that person's energy again, kind of. For many of you, this is like you share children, because you do have a lot of indications here that most of you are mothers, or because you got a motherhood rune over here as well, or it could be a former mother-in-law or your own mother. And that's unfortunate if it is. But the end of the year, I think that you may have to change your plans, your travel plans, and somebody may not be understanding about that. Especially, or they may just be trying to cause you problems because they know you've moved on and you're happy with someone else. So they're just trying to use the kids and who's going where for the holidays to kind of wreck your time. This is somebody just being stubborn. They're wrong and they're being stubborn about it. It's like, yeah, I know I cheated on you, but you never should have left me. You know, it's like, you should still give me another chance, or, you know, something like that. Or, yeah, I know it's my fault that I was late picking them up and I missed a day of the vacation, but you know, you should still have to cut off a day because you had an extra day there. So I'm going to cut, you know, you can't take the kids home, or you can't take the kids to your new boyfriend or girlfriend's house because even though I was late. So there may be a situation where, like, I'm seeing you, Virgo, like, I'm just not dealing with this. I'm just not dealing with this. We will sort it out later. And, you know, you may refuse to take the kids somewhere. You may refuse to change your plans. If it's this person always threatening to kind of take you back to court, you may be like, well, hell, I mean, it's not worth that. So we'll just, you know, we'll totally reorganize our plans for you. But I can definitely see the temptation to just kind of shut down and shut off and do whatever you were going to do, Virgo. So yeah, unfortunately the year ends on, you know, again, disruptive, but that's just the energy of someone you're connected to and can't quite fully break free from. They're just, you know, you can put them on the fringes or you can keep them at bay for a while, but it's just like there's always a reason that you have to kind of see them again or deal with them again or hear from them. Now, those of you that have left the door open even a little bit, if this is a different person from this other person, this will be the end of it, because you're like, Esau is like, you know, don't contact me anymore. You're just, you know, here's the day. You know, you can come get him. If you don't text me about it or don't contact me. Or I'm seeing like a cease and desist. Maybe you're doing like a cease and desist order or a restraining order, because I'm getting you like trying to keep someone out of your life. They're just not learning. They're not getting it. They keep doing the same stupid stuff. And it's always the wrong thing to do. And then they're stubborn and childish about, no, you did this, you know, that one time. That one time, Virgo, that you did this, that makes it okay for me to screw up and again and again and again. So I'm sorry to see that that is going on here. But knowing that ahead of a time, especially on vacations, especially those of you dealing with custody situations, things like that, headed off at the pass. Double check arrangements. Do whatever you can to kind of make sure that that's all set in stone, and that, you know, if you're late, you lose that time. I'm not making it up on my side. You know, now this can also be like at the end of the year, like you just having to go visit somebody or having to go somewhere you don't really want to go. Somebody may be sick and in the hospital. Again, it's not anybody you're real super connected to, but you may feel like you need to change your plans, or it may affect the holiday celebrations because somebody can't have it at their house. Things could be kind of very different, unfortunately, from the lovely holiday you had this year. But I mean, you know, balance. You'll work it out, I think, but it is going to take maybe a change of plans or upheaval due to somebody else, though, being a little selfish or stubborn or that sort of energy. So maybe it's this new person who wants you to go home with them for the holidays, but, you know, you've got a lot of other things to consider, or maybe, you know, your family would be upset. There's something where it's kind of like a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation at the end of the year, having to do with travel or custody and somebody throwing a fit because they don't get their way, Virgo. And you just deciding, well, step off because I'm not dealing with this right now. You just kind of like, shh, I'm done. But overall, it looks like a very good year here, Virgo. I'm seeing a lot of new people coming into your life. With new people come new complications because there are new obligations, and the way you've maybe been doing things or have always done things may change because, you know, everybody's different. Everybody's an individual, or you may need to compromise on certain things and change the way you've always done some things. So, but good luck with that. I'm glad to see a better year for Virgos. Of course, in each monthly RuneScope, we'll break it down even more and, you know, hone in on that 4-week time frame, and a lot more of this, more details will come out. But Happy New Year once again. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you back here in February.